What's up? Get out of here. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, right here. Come on. Yeah, there you go. People are gonna think I'm crazy. Just running around. Hey guys. I was hanging out, and then Miss Eleanor lately has been coming around to check out my snacks. Another worker for the Mormont Customs agent here checking us out. How are you guys? I am Maximilian Mormont, Coach Max. This is Munchies with Max. We're here with MaxFit USA, CrossFit Costa Mesa, and remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or on YouTube, however you do it. Subscribe or follow. Come along for this journey. We got a lot of good stuff. I've been digging the Munchies, and I know the next segment we're going to start doing is going to start moving into, I think we're going to try to do some, we're going to do a paleo diet when we go back, and then we'll probably end up doing some, oh, wow, the dog almost got the cord there. we'll end up doing some paleo healthy snacks, so I'm excited for that, and then I'm excited to look at that versus what we were eating, like the sugar and the popcorn and all the shenanigans. So again, we're here trying to actually look into snacking and what is good at night. We're having fun with it. And then we also do our program. We look over our exercises. We look over what we've done for the day, locally and globally. So it's been pretty fun. Today, hey, Mikey, can you read this word that I sent you about the day that it is? And I'm Latin. I feel like I should. Yeah, how do you pronounce that?
I think it's pronounced Laylat al-Qadir.
Okay, Laylat al-Qadir. Yeah. Okay, did you look this up?
No, I've heard it before from friends.
Okay, what's this mean?
Directly translated, I am, you are, we are, I think.
But what day is it? Why is it on my?
It's the whole day of Ramadan, I think.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
night, right?
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Sweet. I didn't want to look it up. I wanted to actually just kind of experience this. I was like, maybe Mikey knows. Maybe we'll look it up together. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. I was like, man, it didn't give it any world day of or anything. So I was like, it has to be Ramadan. It has to be something like that, because that's how Easter looked. Same way on the calendar, where it was just plopped on when it was something religious. So sweet. And then I got one question today. I had a few, but I really just wanted to bang out a question, get into my snack, quick little rant, and then kind of go through the workout. And the one question I got was pretty good in the sense that it was comprehensive. And the way I broke it down, because it was how to read the workouts on Beyond the Whiteboard. So how do I read all the stuff that's on Beyond the Whiteboard, or how do I read all the stuff that that's on Instagram or on Facebook? All these cards, all these thumbnails. How do I make sense of all this? And so I really wanted to kind of break down how we do it, why we do certain things. So I figured that I would just isolate that one question, and then we would just go from there. All right. So how to read the workouts on Beyond the Whiteboard and also everywhere else. Okay. So let's see if I can answer that question. I like that one. And my snack today. So I don't know if you guys remembered. I told you guys when I brought out those cheese bunnies that I screwed up, and I was on my bulk ordering. And when I was bulk ordering all my other stuff lately, I messed up and bulk ordered my cheese bunnies, right? And I think I got 12 boxes of cheese bunnies or something ridiculous. And so after we were on here, and Jillian said, don't tell anybody that. Oops. So then after my and then I got cheese bunny boxes in the hallways, guys. It's like let's not start there. I should take a picture of it. But after we started with the cheese bunnies and I had the organic junk food people on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back on there. I'm going to go see what else I can find. And I guarantee I find something else that's money, right? The cheese bunnies, what we said, we're like a goldfish, a Cheez-It, but obviously those are in a class of its own. But this one is in almost a class of its own. There's another comparable to it that I like as well, but chocolate graham bunnies, okay? So chocolate graham bunnies. I'm telling you, if you guys have had like what was it? Chocolate teddy bears? What is the Teddy Grahams? But they have a chocolate version of those. Those are phenomenal. And these chocolate bunnies are no joke. Big hit in my house. Everybody was poo-pooing all my snacks until this box came in. Suddenly everybody was real happy about 13 boxes hanging out in the hallway of chocolate bunnies. All right. And I also did it because it was like a dare. And my wife was like, you wouldn't buy another 13 boxes of bunnies. I said, all right. I wish a mother would. Boom. There you go. Hallway full of bunnies. So serving 31 cookies. Yeah, hit that back up. I was gonna just read it here. Unless you want to hit me, right? Does that one say 30 cookies? 31 cookies, servings?
31. All
right. 131 calories. 7 servings per boxes. No wonder why Milo wasn't that hungry tonight. We ate a box today. Together. So that's not really that bad at all, because 7 times 130, 910. 910. So that's not really that horrible. 910 calories in the box, and then 14 grams of protein. 22 times 7, Mikey. What's that?
154.
154 carbohydrates. 63 grams of sugar, I do believe.
Yes.
It's not bad for a whole box. Pound in a box. You get stuck with your kid again. Remember the problem is that if you don't have willpower and you see your little 4-year-old walking around the house eating some of these chocolate bunnies, I mean, you're not gonna just like, oh, hey, no big deal, I'm gonna watch what I'm eating. That's gonna be hard. So I would count them out, right? So I'd count out 31. So I get 130 calories. I would take note of it. And then I would just make sure, like, in all of this process, as I'm using junk food with cutting weight or maintaining weight, I start to look if what I'm doing is creating a problem for me, right? So even with all the junk food we're adding in, all the stuff that I'm adding in, I'm not gaining weight. I'm not losing weight, but I'm not gaining weight. And so I just want to make sure that I'm eyeballing that and I'm looking at that. And so that's kind of the journey as well. Is can I snack, eat, lose weight, or at least understand, hey, man, can't let this get out of hand. So,
let's be real. It's already out of hand.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
I got a comment here. Alan said, I'm one of the anti-organic peeps. He loves his high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, he's back. He's back. I didn't name names, Alan. I didn't name names there. But I was gonna say, my boy Alan made me go buy 13 boxes of chocolate bunnies. I'll drop off a box. Let me tell you, big hit.
And then Brian says, my beer has rhubarb in it. Does that make it organic?
More beer? It's organic if they label it. Organic, or if it says all natural, for sure. And I feel like it can be a percentage of organic. So if it says like 5% natural lemon juice, then it's 5% organic, right? Or it's 5% paleo. No, no. I mean,
I don't think that's how that works.
I mean, in my philosophy, it may or may not work
In today's climate.
In today's climate. But didn't you Pothead, didn't you drink yesterday? You had some beers yesterday. Now you're gonna make me go drink again. I mean, come on, man. I was trying not to drink another beer, and I got this like poor man's day pool. It's not a poor man because at this point it's costing me a pretty penny. I got a really nice 3-foot pool with a whole like cover over it. It's got like a fence area where mosquitoes are a little net, like a bug net, chlorine. I got a pump going. I'm gonna have kind of like a skimmer. So I got the bells and whistle. I had to get like a net. I'm like scrubbing it. The water's nice. Testing the chlorine. Like I'm in the whole like pool world right now, and it's just this above ground day pool. But I wanted to make sure it stays clean and it looks nice. And it's been nice. It's been real good to have in the heat. Took up a little bit of our backyard. We don't have really a lot of backyard. So, okay. All right. Well, I didn't realize that was the theme, that the drinking went hand in hand with the actual. So Matt says here, I mean, yeah, there's always drinking time when Munchies are on. So, I mean, I get it. But now I'm kind of into it myself. Now I'm like, well, it's what the people want. It's what the people want. Damn you, Pothead and Matt. But yeah, chocolate bunnies. I already ate a box with Milo, and Milo ate more of the box than I did. And then ghetto day pool. So my rant today. Oof. Okay. So my biggest issue, right? So today is like how to. I try to go through the day and try to tell people how to do this, how to do that, and how to do a movement. They don't understand it, try to teach. This is more of my teaching day. I like to think of it. But one thing that gets me is specifically when people will talk to me and they're like, oh man, I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to bother you. And I might even get to a situation where I was supposed to talk to you, or we missed each other via email or text, and then somehow you got buried somewhere along the line. And then it's like, oh man, I didn't want to reach out to you. Those that get the best interaction with me, or those that constantly text me, constantly email me, constantly call me, immediately, like, it's not constantly. If I miss once and then I get your second call or your second text and I don't respond, well, then F you. No, I make sure I do. But sometimes things get buried inside of either the messages on the phone calls with people calling, the business connected to 2 lines with my phone. So again, you're never bothering me. And when I think of it, and when I think of somebody that says, oh man, I didn't want to bother you. Not that I had this conversation. Actually, I was just joking with somebody about like things that bother me about helping people with nutrition or helping people with training. At some point, they always come to an issue where they're like, well, I didn't want to bother you, or I felt like, and that too is partially on my end because one, it might be I'm a little separate. It's really not my thing to be on the phone or to really actually interact via, like, again, I really like to be with people. So it has been a really difficult thing to be inside. So I'm a very interactive coach. That's why I call myself a hermit coach, because I have my box, I have my shell, and that's where I like to be. But it's always on the athlete or on the member or on the client that is the reason why, in my mind, in my eyes, that you felt like you were bothering me. And I always think it's mostly because you're intimidated of the answer. And especially with somebody like me, and that's something that I probably really need to work on, is
sometimes putting on the kid gloves, making sure, like, not necessarily always like attacking, right? Or being holding you so accountable, but having that ability to understand, like, look, if you guys are reaching out to me and you're scared to get the answer that you're reaching out about, why are you scared of that answer? So the same thing with the nutrition, like, I didn't know if I could do this, or, hey, I didn't know if I should do this on the exercises, and I always find that those that are intimidated to ask the question are more intimidated to get the answer. And I could be wrong, because I don't feel like it is, but apparently I am sometimes very intimidating of an individual, and I am very harsh, and I'm very direct, and I'm all that great stuff that some people don't really like. But I'm very loyal. I'm very loyal. I'm very honest, and I'm in my mind, I'm not going to steer you wrong. I'm going to put you in the right direction in your health and fitness, and I'm going to try to get you in the best shape of your life, and I'm going to get you to understand your body and educate you in the process. And so if we're not communicating and we're not interacting, and that's something where you're like suddenly like, oh man, I'm intimidated to interact. Well, maybe I'm not the coach, right? Because you should be able to reach out to all your coaches, all your people that you interact with, and have these conversations with them. And like, hey man, I am a little burnt out. Hey man, I need a little bit of help. Hey man, I need a little bit of guidance. And we should be able to continuously interact. So don't be scared if we haven't talked in a while, and don't be scared if we're missing each other. And let's make sure, I love these conversations, and I love people reaching out to me. And so my rant today is mostly to hope that I get done today and you're like, oh shit, you know what? I haven't really talked to him in a while. I'm going to go ahead and give him a call, or I'm going to give him a text today, or I'm going to email him. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. I do love the interacting with you guys. I love interacting with you guys here on Munchies. I love interacting with you guys at 6 a.m. I love interacting on text, phone numbers, all that stuff. Mikey, do you have the gym phone number? We should probably start putting that one up. And then I should put my text number up too. I have a text number as well. I think it's a 188 number. But I'll get that to you. I'm sorry, I don't think I have it to you. All right. So learning curve. Sorry, guys. So that's on me. But I really like that idea where I should be able to get you guys into reaching out to me a little bit easier. Okay. And don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated. Don't give me no bullshit that you were intimidated or you didn't want to bother me, because you're not bothering me. You're not bothering me. I love the questions, and there's no dumb questions. There's just nervous answers, I guess.
I thought you were about to say dumb people.
Yeah, no, that's my philosophy. That's my philosophy on exercises. That's my philosophy on exercises. There's no dumb exercises, just dumb people. So cool. Mikey, pull up this leaderboard for me if you don't mind. All right. What do we got? What do we got featuring today? Let's see this. Let's see this redo. Classic redo test.
All right. Guess it's my turn. All right. I'm going to keep this short. I know I've been reading through all of them, but I'm just going to highlight a couple of people here. So we're going to start out with the, actually, let's go down to the, there we go. The 20-minute, every 2 minutes on the 2 minutes for the 10 one-arm kettlebell press and then 10 bent over rows. You got Rich over here doing 10 rounds at 16 kilos and 75 pounds for the bent over rows. There's Mary here with 15-pound on the shoulder press and 55 on the bent over row. And then we got Heiko here with 30 and 75. Let's see what Christian's got. 35 and 135 on the bent over rows. And then Nikolenko, 53 and 165. Still not sure why he's ranked down here. On the girls' side, we have Kelly with 35 and 75. Savannah with 20 and 55. Alma with 18 pounds and 75 on the bent over row. Giselle over here with 26 pounds and 55 pounds on the bent over row. And then G Lucero with 15 pounds and 25 kilos on the bent over row. So she did a kettlebell bent over row on that one. And then we'll go into the dumbbell box step-ups, single arm dumbbell bent over row, and then the max push presses. Chandler leading the pack over here with 525 reps with a 25-pound dumbbell. He got up to 131 reps on his last set. Christine
Chandler,
over here.
how much better was that than your first time when you first did it?
For Matt or me?
For Matt. And same thing for you, because most people that I talked to, they did better. So
I did a lot better.
So that was exciting to see how good in shape we got inside of the Cronus, inside the quarantine.
I did 20 reps better per round.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know why I stopped at 40 and yeah, on each one. Maybe I just was trying to stop at 40 and rest.
Hesitant about it, yeah.
Pothead with 106 on his, or 111 on his largest round here. Let's see. And he did it with a 35-pound dumbbell. Damn, smashing it. 16-pound box, or 16-inch box. Allen with 422 reps. I only got 340, but still better than nothing. Ashley Pratt here with 118 on the female side on a 10-pound dumbbell. Christine Dickerson with 96 on a 15. Let's see what Mary did 15 pounds as well, got up to 80. Giselle with 72 on her highest one with a 20-pound dumbbell. And then Kelly did 25, and her highest rep was 80 on the first round. And then, did you want to see the conditioning?
Yeah.
It gets a little feisty when they start putting in tenths of seconds. So on the boys' side, Christian leads the pack with 8 minutes and 14 seconds in total. His fastest round was 48. Wesley with 8 minutes, 20.1 seconds. Got himself, fastest round was 49.2. Okay.
It seems like they're really competitive right now in that conditioning. Even like local gyms, or gyms that I've written programs for right now, the conditioning tracks are saying for some reason people are hot on them. Maybe because we're at home and stuff, but
let's see. Jeff got 49.2 or 48.6 on his last round.
All right.
And then my fastest time was 48.4. Dave Ramirez here, 5th of the pack, 52.3. And Nikolenko just said he finished it no times. G Lucero leading the women on in the conditioning here. 54 was her fastest time.
Damn.
My girl Kelly here, keeping consistent 57s. 53 was her fastest one. Lily in 3rd with a little bit over a minute.
There you go.
And then Sarah, a little bit over a minute. 59 seconds was her fastest time. And Alma,
all right,
a minute 7 is her fastest time. So no longer than a minute 10. That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty good because Alma's height.
Yeah, all the girls. That's really good.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah, Rachel. Look at Rachel over here. Usually the drinking leads to the munchies, anyways. Yeah, that's the problem with the show. It's doing it the other way. I hit a couple munchies and I'm like, I might as well drink a beer. And normally I'm like, nah, I won't drink one. And then you guys are like, yeah, we're drinking one. And so then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get a beer. So
one of us.
Damn, you guys. You keep trying to get out and you guys keep pulling me back in. I mean, keep pulling me back in. This is how it started. I posted a video of me eating snacks in the middle of the night, right when we got into quarantine. And I'm pretty sure it was probably Piehead that was like, you need to make this a show. And now we're on episode 30. So it's 31?
31.
All right. So we're a month in. Here we go. And the fun begins.
And
Okay.
begins.
So the question was, how do you read the workouts on Beyond the Whiteboard, right? Or how do you read the workouts on the Instagram or anywhere else? How do you put it all together? Because it's kind of all like scrambled all over the place, right? And the way that we specifically do it is we do our warm up, and you see that MaxFit USA, CrossFit Costa Mesa, but specifically me, I really prescribe a very intensive warm up that requires patterns, and the patterns allow you to move better, flow better. And I can already see something. And now I'm doing kind of a little bit of a social experiment on myself. And I've always done this when I have the opportunity, and I've done this in the past. Right now, we really can't do a lot of floor because some of you guys are having to work out in the street, right? So I've been doing a lot more of field or standing active warm up, field or standing dynamic warm up. So I haven't been doing a lot of floor stuff. And I can tell when I do floor stuff, I'm losing some of that motion. So some of the grasshopper, some of the hop up, some of the scorpion, some of the swimmer, I'm getting tight on that, and I can feel it. So we normally go through the warm up. We have a very specific warm up. It varies, but it's very monostructural, active, dynamic, general warm up. So like scap work or whatever else you want to do. Distraction, lengthening, activation, all that type of stuff. And then we get into our specific warm-up. So things that we're going to do for the day. So like today we had the press. So we might press a little bit. We had the bent over row. We might bend over row a little bit. We got a box step ups. We had the press and then the one-arm row. So we had all those exercises that we might actually add in to that specific warm-up now. Okay. So that's the flow of our warm-up. And naturally it takes us 15 to about 25 minutes. Okay. Depending on the length of the workout too, it might take us 25, 30, 35. We might eat up more of that hour because we try to work out for 60 minutes. We take that, and then you say, from there, you're going to do the skill or the strength. And then whether you have an apparatus or you don't, you can always adjust it to a body weight track as well. So you're going to do the skill or the strength, and then you're going to choose one of the metcons, one of the conditioning pieces, one of the WODs, the actual workout of the day. So you're going to choose either the barbell, the body weight, or the dumbbell kettlebell track. So we have 3 tracks right now. Before we used to have Elite, RX, Fitness Plus. We had all this stuff, RX Plus. So now we have 3. We have based off the apparatuses we have barbell, we have dumbbell, kettlebell, and then we have body weight track. And those are our 3 tracks, right? That's what we got right now. And so you choose one of those, you would do it. That's about a 60-minute workout. That's basic. So warm up, 15 to 30 minutes, skill or strength, 10 to 20 minutes, Metcon, 10 to 30 minutes. It's going to be about an hour long. Boom. Okay. That's the first flow of it. The second flow of it is basically the way we used to do it in the gym, where we would come in, we would do the warm-up, we do the workout, and then we do the conditioning afterwards or the weightlifting, whatever we have time for. Okay. Right now in our program, we have very elaborate barbell warm-ups. So the way we would do it in the gym and the way that I ask my athletes to do online, or if I'm writing a program for the Google Doc through them or Beyond the Whiteboard, I tell them to do the barbell warm-up. So the way that works is you do the warm-up, and then when it goes to the specific warm-up, you would still do the specific warm-up of exercises and skill and strength work, and then you would go to your barbell warm-up for your Olympic weightlifting. and you would go through that elaborate barbell warm up inside of about 15 minutes. And then you do your barbell work, which is about 10 to 20 minutes. And then now you do your skill and your strength. And then you do your Metcon or your workout of the day. So again, warm up, barbell, Olympic weightlifting, skill or strength, workout of the day. Okay. So if you only have an hour, you're going to do the warm up, skill or strength, workout of the day. If you got 90 minutes, you're going to go ahead and either choose to do the conditioning or the weightlifting. And then you're going to choose the order of it. If you want to put the conditioning at the end, you want to put that in the beginning, you want to put the weightlifting at the end, you want to put it at the beginning. That's up to you. All right. It works the same. I also asked them to do an AM workout. So the conditioning piece, sometimes I'll put that as a separate piece. So that's your first workout of the day. You warm up for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you do the 20 to 40 minute conditioning piece, and then you cool down. And then 4 hours later, you do the warm up, 15 to 30 minutes. You do the barbell warm up, the Olympic lifting, skill or strength, workout of the day, and you're out. I've even asked right now to where some of my athletes, I'll have them do a conditioning piece. I'll have them come back and they'll do the warm up, the barbell, the Olympic lifting, the skill or strength, and then they'll come back again, they'll warm up again, and then they'll do the workout of the day. Just because I want them to actually cool down, ramp back up. I'll get more out of them. They have the day. That's what they do. And so it's more important to get it that way and then actually any other way. And then also too, I want more of the warm up, more of the movement pattern. So instead of only getting 30 minutes or 15 minutes a day of movement pattern, now I'm getting 30 to 45 minutes of movement pattern because I'm having issues with how the individuals are moving, specifically a few. All right. Cool. I feel like I should probably write something up and put something out about it, but I'm into this. All right. I hope that answers the question. That makes sense too, because that's how it works on Beyond the Whiteboard. That was how it works on all the social media. All right. I nailed that one. I feel like I nailed it. You guys got any questions about it? Did I miss something? We are fit fat. Okay. Not what I was thinking, but yes, I agree.
I think the only thing more you can add into how is basically how we write it, because I feel like a lot of people get confused on how they read the actual workout. You know what I mean? Like 3x1 of a certain movement and stuff like that, or three reps of one, or 3 rounds of 1 rep, and then 1 round of, like today somebody thought it was only supposed to be 3 rounds.
Well, because it says 5 times 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then 3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
I think that's also too, because that's I take that from .com, and I always think of how it's written is from left to right, and it's like math, right? So bigger to smaller, if you will. And so you think of like total sets and then total rounds. And I don't really like this either, but the only other way you would write this is 5 sets of 3-minute rounds. Or if you think a round is greater than a set, it would be 5 rounds of 3-minute sets. So that's where it gets a little confusing. But if you read it left to right, it says 5 times 3 minutes rounds of. So then again, if you read it from the left to the right, I'm going to do something 5 times. It's 3 minutes. They're rounds of these 3 exercises. Ooh, and this is great too. Is it April, May? I think it's June, maybe June or July. We got 30 days of triplets. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's so good. It's so good. 30 days of triplets, dude. 3. And the triplets are classic. You know how like CrossFit, they cycle it in and out. Classic, yeah. All 3 movements every day. All 3 movements. So weighted barbell or weighted gymnastics and monostructural 30 days. Oh, it's so good. I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. But back to this. I always think of it left to right.
Angry West back.
Yeah, he's gonna pop back in. Pop back in. Does that make sense like that, Mikey? If you look at it left to right, would that read easier?
I get it. You don't have to be rude to me.
Well, no, I'm using you as my example because I'm able to interact with you right now. But because there's another one.
I've always felt it that way. So it's like the total amount of rounds, total amount of times like the amount of reps, and then whatever that you need to do.
But that's also how we write. That's how we write our sets, right? And I write sets, reps, intensity. Some people write it backwards. They write it reps, sets, intensity. Other people write it intensity, reps, sets. So they put the sets at the very end. And I didn't like that because I'll read manuals like that. And a lot of the world actually programs that way, where they do the reps first. And I just don't really like it because for me, it has to go from the macro to the micro, right?
Yeah,
and if I think, right? And if I think of it that way, it makes it easier for me because then you have another problem. What happens if you get into a situation where you have specifically like this, but if you have three sets of 3 by 3 by 3 3 times. So unless you understand how to read left to right and you understand like almost like 3 times brackets, like mathematics in that sense, it's going to be hard to read sometimes the programming. But if you just read it out 3 times 3 times 3 plus 3 plus 3, I can put it together. That's a lot of things. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, he's getting a beer. Oh, you did it to him, guys. You got him again. You got him again.
One of us. Be one of us.
One of us.
Damn you. But I hope I didn't confuse you guys at the end there. But left to right, macro to micro.
Macro to micro.
Yeah, because even if you look at it at the board or the workout today and you go 5 times 3 minutes rounds of these 3 exercises, if you go backwards in the sense of, okay, I'm going to do these 3 exercises, what are these rounds of? Oh, these rounds of these exercises is for 3 minutes. Well, how many times am I going to do 3-minute rounds? Oh, shit, 5 times. So I think sometimes people don't actually read it like a sentence.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to do 30 reps for 3 minutes, or for 3 rounds of 3 minutes, 5 times. Like, what? Why don't you do 5 rounds of 3-minute sets of these 3 exercises?
No, I'm going to do 5-minute rounds 3 times. I've had that where I've explained something at the board and then somebody would say that exact thing to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And in my mind, I'm always like, oh, I want to fight. And at the same time, I'm like, well, that's got to be somewhat my fault. Somehow either I ranted or I fumbled, I spoke too much, and I'm capable of doing all 3 of those things at the border at any moment. I just did that with the 3s, but cool. So we're looking at the workout, and if you guys want to get an individualized Google Doc, you guys can get that. So that's really why Costa Mesa no longer has a Google Doc. We use Beyond the Whiteboard. And we use that specifically so we have the interaction of the data and the the community, and then as well as you have the Instagram, you have the Facebook, you have these pictures, these thumbnails that Mike puts together for us. They're amazing. So you have all these options to look at these workouts. But if you guys want a personalized Beyond the Whiteboard, or sorry, a Google Doc, I can actually make those for you guys. Just let me know. I do that for my online clientele, but I also I'll let you guys know that I give them access to Beyond the Whiteboard. And sometimes some of them will trickle in. Most of them will set their Beyond the Whiteboard private because they don't really know us unless they come and visit us. So that's something that I wish they would interact more and put themselves in there. But those that don't, and they just kind of stay to the Google Doc, I do notice that it kind of isolates them, and they tend to tell me that, hey, I want to put my workouts in. I want to see other people's numbers. But then again, they don't want to actually always log. They don't want to even log it in the Google Doc. So there's always some type of disconnect from that, almost going back to what we were talking about with reaching out to me. So the Beyond the Whiteboard allows for us to reach out together every night. So imagine what you're seeing me and Mike do with our Munchies segment of actually looking at the leaderboard. That's what I do every night. I look at my community. And also, too, I used to stand there, or Jillian would be there, and we would watch 100% or at least 80% of the daily workouts. And that's something that we've always kind of really, really enjoyed, to see that immediate interaction and that immediate response. So I see a lot of that faltering online. And I'm happy right now that we haven't, but then you can also see a lot of people start talking about, the burnout of working out at home, or the burnout of not having enough equipment, or the burnout, or the blah, 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 blah. And really, it just comes down to that was going to happen one way or another. That was just going to be part of the cycle. So yeah, it's going to be more prevalent when you're away from the community. Because I know athletes at the highest level that when they're away and they're not really close to me, whether that's calling me, talking to me, interacting, FaceTiming me all the time, they are succeeding. The moment that they don't do that, there's a huge drop off. So that's where my rant comes into play. And that's where kind of the closing comes into play, is that keep logging. Thank you guys for logging. Keep doing what we're doing. I've been really, really pumped on seeing us getting better while we're in the quarantine. We'll be back soon, T-minus, whenever Costa Mesa, Orange County, or LA gives me, or California gives me the go ahead. We're rocking and rolling. So I know that this weekend we'll be in there starting to set up. So just to anticipate it and being prepared to receive the equipment and getting going. But there's certain like social liberties that I actually get from not pissing off my city and not pissing off my local fire department and police department. So I don't really want to piss them off. And not that I would, but I don't really want to play that game. And so we're just really ready to start, just like everybody else. But just know that the process is going, and you guys got to stay motivated, keep doing what we're doing, because now we're coming back, and we need to come back fitter than ever. And I'm excited to see this new wave of people. Like everybody keeps talking about this wave, this maybe the second wave or something like that. Well, I'm excited to see a new wave of healthy individuals, healthy CrossFitters, healthy Costa Mesians, healthy Max Fitters. Like I'm excited to really push health and fitness, health and wellness, even if I'm eating fucking chocolate bunnies. But I'm gonna be healthy doing it. Even if I'm drinking beers, I'm gonna be healthy doing it. All right. I'm not gonna just eat cookies. I'm not gonna just drink beer and work 60, 90 hours. No, I'm gonna do all that, and then I'm gonna work and I'm gonna train 1 to 3 hours a day. All right. That's a normal max life right there. I like that. Okay. Tomorrow, I already started my closing rant, huh? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
I was ready. I was ready. Like, I was like, later, guys. Tomorrow, you guys have a mean workout. All right. That's why you were flashing it up there, huh? So
A little bit, real quick.
Tomorrow we have religion. Religion was a workout that we acquired from. I got it from Brian McKenzie. We put it into CrossFit football when I was with John, and we put it in CrossFit football. If you go back, actually, Brian, I do believe, got it from Kelly Starrett or CrossFit San Francisco, and then it's kind of been that 225. It can be from the ground or 155 for the ladies, from the ground or from the rack. And let me tell you that this workout is no joke. We started actually training the actual time of it. And the goal is to be somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes, 10 minutes at 100 reps. So being able to get 10, the fastest I've ever seen it is sub 11 minutes. So it's like 10:30. So, and I've never seen anybody really break the 10 minutes with 100 reps. So my challenge for you guys tomorrow is, if anybody out there can break 225 or 155 for 100 reps with 7 rounds of max reps back squats, 7 burpee box jumps in sub 11 minutes, sub 10 minutes.
I think you have a program for 5 rounds.
5 rounds?
Yeah, 5 rounds.
Ooh, I gave us a baby version. It's not 7 rounds?
5 rounds.
Oh shit. Gonna have to fix that. It should be 7. It's religion. Right. It's religion. It's that might be a typo. I'm glad we were talking about it. Yeah. But yeah.
I feel like that I've just got on a bunch of people's hate list.
Oh no, it's better. You got better opportunity to reach that 100 reps. It's 13 reps. Oh man, but what about poor G? I'm gonna have to go up there and be like, hey man, it's 11 o'clock at night. Can you fix Beyond the Whiteboard? All right, I'll do it. Poor girl. Okay, so 7 rounds. Yeah, it's religion. 7. Did I put 5?
Yeah, 5 on duck.
I copied and pasted it too off of a website. I just Google search religion CrossFit workout, and then like a CrossFit football thing came up, and I was like, oh look, it was back in the day. Memories. Wes is going to be calling you. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Texting me in the middle of the night, just bothering me.
Alan's going, what's the back squat for old people?
But what's it say, Mikey?
He says, what is the back squat weight for old people?
No, what's the doc say? I didn't typo the doc.
225 if you're below 225 body weight.
But what's it say if you're below 225 body weight?
You have to
use your body weight?
Use 225.
Or use your body weight.
No, it says if body weight is over 225, use your body weight.
Use your body weight. So, Alan, yeah, if you can use your body weight for 100 reps, that should be on there too. So that should be the scaled version of it, is body weight, for sure, body weight religion. So if you're weighing like 185, 187, that's ideal. Pothead, what are you weighing right now? I would do it with your body weight. It should definitely be body weight. Non-college athlete. That was the bullshit. If you look it up, didn't I delete that, or did I leave that out there?
No, you left it on there.
I did leave it on there? Okay, because that was the bullshit of how John used to program it. Because we used to talk about, I mean, fuck, man, I've been doing tracks since the dawn of time. So when we programmed it, we had to actually build basically the 3 levels: the high school, the collegiate, and the pro. And we talked about how to build the track for it. and how to actually develop those athletes through the process. And that's where I think he called it amateur, collegiate, and pro. But I feel like we should have had it as like high school, amateur, collegiate, and pro. And that would have been 4 tracks, which in turn is more of how we do it at Costa Mesa. And I learned it from Washington, Seattle, CrossFit. I think CrossFit Seattle had it way back in the day, and they did it in colors. They did it in colors. And I really enjoyed it. I don't do it like a belt, like some people do it now, and some people did it then, where you had to graduate out of it. I like you to actually understand it, but then I have to always fight that fight of, stay in your track, understand what you're doing. So I got to do that. My quarantine snacks. You just jumped onto this about 2 weeks ago, bro. Don't put it on me, Alan. Don't put it on me. I feel like you just been jumping on the munchies 3 or 4 weeks ago. We're 8 weeks deep now. 8 weeks. 8 weeks deep. Hey, but I got a box though. Let me know. I got this box. Brian, 182. You got 100 reps? Oof. Alan, 195. Big Alan. 195? So 185? 185. I say you and my head. Yeah. Are you going to use 185 tomorrow, Mikey?
Yeah. I was actually going to shoot for 225.
From the ground?
Yeah.
Can you FaceTime me in? You're going to lose your elbows like me. Coming off that run, just hyped on life. And just take that 315 right off your back. Ta-da.
It's not going to be fast, and I'm definitely not going to get a lot of reps, but I'm going to try 225.
225?
225. I'll record it for you. I'll send it.
Are you gonna have to power squat clean it?
No, I can power clean 225.
Okay, I didn't mean it like that. That's not what that's totally how I said it.
You walk into a corner.
That's not what I meant at all. I was like, fuck, man, you made me out to be an animal. You made me out to be an animal right there. But I was thinking like your legs are tired, you squat it, right? And like maybe the first couple of your power cleaning it, but maybe near the end couple rounds, it's gonna be a little hard to like stop it. And then are you gonna have to split jerk it, reset, and then absorb it? Because that's where I fucked up that 315.
No, I'm just gonna pop it over like
whoop-de-woo. The whoop-de-woo.
Yeah. Real quick. Push press over.
Okay, I'm into this 185. I mean, I'm definitely not weighing 185. I'm like, here, I should put my weight on there. I gotta put. Hermit Coach is not it. I gotta log in Hermit Coach into StreamYard. 230. 230. Okay. 225? No way. No way. I don't got that right now, Mikey. I mean, yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do. What are you talking about? You squat 400 or 500 pounds.
I don't got that right now, guys. But the 185 at 6 a.m., I might give that a whirl. You got my attention now. You got Pothead and Allen. You guys got my attention. You
but
guys are.
6 a.m. Are you just gonna drop it off your back and just in the morning?
Oh fuck. Do I rack it? I would do 225 out of the rack. I'll do 230 out of the rack. I haven't even used this rack yet.
It's not bolted to the ground.
Yeah, I just didn't want to mess up my garage. I really don't want to stay in my garage. And I feel like if I bolt the rack down, it like really kind of
Makes it permanent.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to stay in the garage. I don't want to stay in the garage.
I mean, I think
I
in the morning.
I mean, I really dig the studio. I really dig the studio life. I definitely got to get the other car back in. But I really like, because that's what we were trying to do at Costa Mesa, is building a little isolated studio inside there. And we started to with that front area, right? I mean, we had a bunch of different like scenes there.
And then quarantine happened and you ransacked it.
And then no, it does look ransacked, doesn't it?
I was like, holy crap, somebody really stole everything in here.
Yeah, I hid stuff. I just threw stuff everywhere. I took stuff. Yeah, it's pandemonium, isn't it? Like when you go in there, it's like tumbleweeds going through there. Well, even in the front area, I was throwing like skateboards and stuff because I had to take stuff out of the garage and put it somewhere. And I was like, what am I gonna? I'm gonna go rent a storage? No, I'm gonna go use this glorified rent a storage that I've had for 2 months. I got this 13,000 square foot rent a storage over here. I'm gonna go hit this thing up real quick. So the shit's been in there. But okay. So religion tomorrow, 7 rounds. We got to get this fixed everywhere. We got to get it fixed everywhere. I got to like hunt everybody's doc. I got like 30 people's fucking doc to go through right now. So, so great. Just fix our doc. Just fix our doc. Normally the online kid, poor guy, sometimes suffers a little bit more of that than anything else, because that's the glory and the beauty of being in-house. We actually fix those type of things right away, or as the day goes, or things that happen. The next day I might adjust the program, but I might not adjust it for other people because I didn't get the feedback that they're hamburger meat. And so if I don't get the feedback, I figure they're okay. So cool.
Meat for muscles right now, for sure.
So tomorrow, religion, good luck and Godspeed. Good luck and Godspeed. 7 rounds. I got to fix so much. 7 rounds. Shit. Thank you, Mikey. You're the best.
No, you're the best, sir.
Talal's pretty good too. Talal's pretty good. Ooh, I am looking for an actual individual that is interested in looking for information for me, that wants to look stuff up. So if you're interested in looking up fitness stuff and being along in this Max Fit journey, stick it in my DMs. Okay. Are you supposed to say it that way? Is that how you do it? Oh.